How's it going, guys? UIM Loki here with a brand new video. Hi, how's it going, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. I am here at the next layer, just finishing up our 1800 KC at the next. The log is looking pretty good, There's just one notable exception to that. We don't have a Nihil horn, so I do want to get that soon enough. However, I think it's time for us to switch up the content a little bit. Once we actually get the Nihil horn, we're gonna need to go get ourselves the Dasani's quiver from the Fortis Colosseum so we can store multiple kinds of ammunition, because of course the crossbow is going to be using bolts, whereas the T-bow uses arrows. So I figure it's as good as time as any to go ahead and just take care of that now. This fucking Blood Reaver needs to get out of my way. So I guess without further ado, we are going to jump on into that. The only thing is that I've got these 4 hard clues here that I'm going to take care of, and then we'll jump right into it. Ooh, alright, we completed all 3 of those hard clues, so here we go. Let's go ahead and open them up. Alright, coming in with the Black Dragon Mask. Also, that is 200 hard clues completed on the accounts. That is a beautiful sight. Alright, 2 more hard clues. What do we get? The fucking 7 item drop with the master clue, of course. And the last clue, what do we get? The nothing. Alright, well, that was pretty nice. Casual little 5 bill risk here for the master clue step to go to the death altar. Not even close. Oh, there it is. Alright, master casket. I am contractually obligated to inform you that we got 3rd age on our first ever master clue. So we're basically guaranteed to get 3rd age again here. So here we go. What do we get? See? A 3rd age dragon scimitar. Alrighty, friends. Well, we are now ready for the Colosseum. There's just one minor thing that I want to take care of first. I was looking at my setup and I was like, hey, you know what? This setup's pretty good. We got the shadow. We got everything that we need. There's one thing that we don't have, and that is a Saradomin Godsword. I'm told that it's not absolutely necessary, and considering we're going to be doing a mage setup anyway, being able to blood barrage on the minions is probably going to be sufficient to heal us up. However, because we are going for the ZCB, we have all of our Nihil shards that we need to build that. However, we don't have an ACB, which we also need to build that. So I figure since we don't have the ACB, we may as well get the ACB now, because there is a chance that we will also get the Saradomin hilt along the way. And if we do that, it'll essentially be free SGS that we can bring into the Colosseum, and maybe we'll even end up holding on to it. Who knows? It's a really useful item to have. So yeah, we're going to be going for an ACB now. It shouldn't take that long. Like I said, 17 hours on average. That's assuming like 30 kills an hour, which I'm pretty sure we can get since we're basically max range. The only thing is that I'm gonna need to clear up a little bit of inventory to be able to do Commander Ziliana efficiently, so I am gonna go die to Hespori now. I do actually have the opportunity here to clear up a couple things from the looting bag, which will make this whole thing a lot more manageable. One of the things that we're gonna take care of first is getting rid of this white stack of rune arrows that I was so attached to for the longest time, but now that we've got the white stack of pink arrows, we are gonna be good for the rest of the account most likely. So these rune arrows are incredibly valuable, but yeah, it is time for them to go. We're going to be able to get a lot of GP from these. In fact, we might be able to get like a ton of GP. I just want to test something out really quick. I know that we can sell them for 40 GP each to any arrow shop, and it'll just take us like a few minutes. However, if I come on over here to Polnivnich and sell them to the shop, they're going to sell for 220 GP each. Now let's see. If I sell 5, how much do they sell for? 200. Holy fuck, dude. This is going to be 20 million GP. This is going to be 20 million GP if I sell them 5 at a time. Obviously, the only way that this works is if I either hop worlds or I have an alt buy the rune arrows for 384 GP each. So that means I'm effectively, yeah, I'm going to be spending 38 million GP on this account to buy the 100k arrows. And in return, I'll get 20 million GP on this account. That is fucking incredible. That is incredible, dude. The only thing is, let's see. Yeah, let's make sure we got all of our things set up here. We're going to set this to sell 5, and then we want the alt account to be here. If I set this to buy 5, yep. So this is what we're going to do. I don't know how long this is going to take, but if it's 20 million GP, you can bet your ass I'm going to be here for as long as we need to be. Actually, that's not true. Let me calculate how long this is going to take, because this could be crazy. Alrighty, friends, the calcs are in. By selling 10 arrows to the shop, we're only earning 10 less GP per arrow, but we're completing this twice as fast. So we're going to be earning 20 mil over the course of 3.5 hours, which is assuming a tick perfect rate. So it'll more likely be around 5 hours or so. As far as I'm aware, it takes the arrows 1 game tick to show up in the shop, which means a full cycle of buying and selling takes 2 game ticks. I don't know why why, but for some reason I thought you could one-tick this. If you theoretically could do that, then it would just cut in half how long this entire thing would take. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just honestly so fine to do this for the next 3.5 to 5 hours or whatever, because the Colosseum is just stressing me out, so... This is exactly what I need right now. Something just super chill and relaxing. That also happens to be like the best GP an hour that I think I've ever had on this account. It comes out to like nearly 7 mil an hour. So there aren't really a whole lot of methods that even come close to that. So yeah, this is great. And turns out about a third of the way into the grind, I found out that you actually can one-tick this. The only caveat being is that the alt actually has to have PID over the UIM. That way, even though the UIM and the alt are interacting with the shop on the same game tick, because the alt has PID, him clearing out the shop will actually occur before the UIM tries to sell the arrows to the shop, so the UIM will have a fresh shop to sell to each time. And when UIM has PID, it goes back to being a 2-tick cycle. So because PID is randomly reassigned every like 60 to 90 seconds or whatever, on average, a theoretical perfect execution of this method would have an average cycle length of 1.5 game ticks, which means theoretically we could complete this 25% faster if we were perfect. Oh my god, dude. We're almost done. 30, 20, 10. Oh, wow. That was probably the craziest thing I've ever done in my life on this account. We got 20 million GP to show for it, so that is obviously amazing. Just about 4 hours. So 4 hours of my life that I will never get back. Was it worth it? Yes, I would say so. Oh god. Okay, well, I guess that means it's time to head on over to Ziliana, right? I think we're actually ready to go for that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the inventory ready. Hey guys, alright, so I went to bed after the last clip and now I'm awake in the morning. It's a brand new day. I believe we should be ready to go, so let's get the inventory ready here. Also, fun fact, I guess now that we have full Torva, our account value is somewhere in the range of 7 billion GP now, so that is a pretty cool thing to see. Alrighty friends, well, since the last time we were at Commander Ziliana, there have been a couple of evolutions as to the methods that you can use there. One of the most notable ones is that you can now actually use the Tumican Shadow there. I figure it makes sense. We just got a free 20 million GP, so we can just probably spend a few mil on Blood Runes for Blood Barrage, as well as Chaos Runes for the Tumican Shadow charges. So anyway, we are going to get ready for that. We'll go ahead and pull out our Twisted Ancestral from the POH. Looking mighty good as always. These are the strats, boys. These are the strats. Well, we made it to the boss. And guess what? It turns out that the Tumican Shadow method is pretty much identical to the Tebow method that some of you long-term viewers will remember. Quick recap, you start here on the blue start tile and then you run clockwise around the room, and if you want, that can be as complicated as it gets. I am going to be up in the ante a little bit here. We are going to be doing the no stamina method, which essentially just consists of firing our Tebow or shadow shots on the red mark tiles, and in between the red mark tiles, clicking on the yellow tiles to do a bit of walking, which ends up saving enough energy to be able to do this indefinitely. Well, if I had an Eldritch Orb, I could do this indefinitely, but for all intents and purposes, we could probably stay here for like 5 hours, which is basically the same thing. However, because we are wearing Ancestral, we have a lot less defensive bonuses compared to if we were wearing Misori with the Tebow, so you do take a lot more damage. If you get bad RNG, you can kind of just get fucked. It's usually fine though. Average kill length is roughly around like 30 seconds to a minute, so you're gonna be fine. The one major benefit that the mage setup has over the range setup is you actually get enough mage accuracy to blood barrage all of the minions after the kill is done. Using the walk under method, you can actually triple stack all 3 minions, which is just like really satisfying. It only takes a couple blood barrages to kill them all, and of course you're going to be healing all the way back up. So yeah, just like that, you yourself are now a Commander Ziliana Master. By the way, you might notice that we are at 575 KC right now. I was actually going for the Sara Hilt at one point, but gave up after we hit the drop rate. So no ACB or Sardam and Hilt, but hopefully that can change soon. Oh! Oh! Oh, whoa. Dude, 595 KC. And we got the ACB. Wow, that was easy. We were only here for like, what, 20 kills? Not even 20 kills. So, Wow. All right, ACB. Dude, okay. Yeah, that is kind of bittersweet. I really don't think it's worth our time to stay here for like the expected, whatever it is, it's like 17 hours on average to get the Sardom and Hilt. There's no way it's gonna save 17 hours off of our future grinds. So I guess we'll at least try and finish this trip up. Maybe we'll get lucky and still get it, who knows. Alrighty, friends, this is gonna be the big old 600 KC. No SGS, that is fine though. I think I'm actually just gonna teleport out now. I like the idea of leaving this at a clean 600 KC rather than trying to do like another 20 to 30 kills for the SGS, because that is like an additional hour that we could put towards learning the Colosseum. So we are gonna go do that now. So here we go. Colosseum time. Okay, well, there is the Children of the Sun quest completed on the alt account, which we will be using to do practice runs at the Fortis Colosseum. I imagine we are going to be dying a lot, so I figure it's probably just worth our time to, you know, maybe get a hang of the Colosseum before going in there on the UIM. Dying a bunch on the UIM does not sound enjoyable, so yeah, I guess you guys will get to see the Bond alt in action for the first time. Wow, 10 minutes into the video and he finally made it to the Colosseum. Alright, so we are here. I don't know why I'm so fucking nervous, dude. This is RuneScape. There's not like anything in RuneScape that is like that insanely difficult. It's just the unknown. It's the fear of the unknown. I just gotta jump in there, man. Here we go. Our first ever steps into the Fortis Colosseum. The Fortis Colosseum, one of the biggest pieces of content released with the most recent area expansion to OSRS, Varlamore. Within its walls lies a wave-based PvM minigame. It's kind of like the Inferno, but not all Inferno-y. It's got majors, rangers, meleeers, and even major ranger meleeers. I don't know how else to describe this guy. For those who were competent enough to complete the Fortis Colosseum, they are to be awarded with the Infernal Cape 2, also known as the Dishonest Quiver, a new best in slot range cape. Next slide. Why did you stop talking? Sorry, might be. With that, I would now like to bring you over to the northwest section of the arena. Without spending like 20 hours talking about everything, just gonna give you a very brief rundown. First off, we have, of course, our start tile, where you will be starting every wave. By starting the wave here, it essentially manipulates the spawns of the enemies. Because enemies will not spawn near you, by standing in this particular spot, they will instead be forced to spawn around the rest of the arena, which is great. It makes safe spotting them and trapping them around the northwest pillar extremely easy. So you're always going to want to start on the start tile. After that, you're going to run up to the A or B tile, depending on what kind of spawns you get. Generally, the B tile is fine. In the back, we've got some D-stack tiles. I will get to those later, as well as the minnow drag tile up here. But now you actually honestly have the basics, and you can pretty much complete like, probably, I don't know, like 70% of waves with just this knowledge. It's kind of crazy. And with that, we are actually going to start this thing. The last thing to mention here is that before each wave starts, you're given a choice between 3 different invocations. They add various different mechanics throughout the waves and also on the final boss, so you really want to pick these carefully. Because we're just starting, I don't even know what any of these things do. I know there's like a tier list of which ones to pick and not pick, but I don't really think it matters too much for us right now. We are just going to go ahead and experiment with some of these things, and we're going to go ahead and run on in there. Here we go, our first ever steps into the Colosseum, bro. Alright, our first ever major, going pretty smooth. You can tell he's a major by the fact that he is a major. Oh, would y'all look at that, the meleeer melees. Who would have thought? And you guessed it, our first ever ranger. The ranger does have one unique mechanic. I think like every 5th attack, yep, there it is. He will throw a javelin up in the air. It'll land on wherever you were standing when he was throwing it, and then you just don't keep standing there and you will not get hit by it. We have now completed wave 2, which means we are actually 1/6 of the way done. It's fucking crazy. There's only 12 waves in this whole thing, so it's like the Inferno in some ways and completely different in other ways. Something, then I'll do that. Oh, we just died because we were reading the chat. Dude, we just got all of our stuff back. This is so easy. Yeah, imagine if I was on the UIM right now, dude. This would be like a 20-30 minute detour to come get all of our stuff back. All right, I'm told that we should be downloading this Fortis Colosseum plugin here. It'll give wave previews for each wave before you do them, so you can just have a little bit more extra information, which will probably be helpful to have. All right, yes. So as you can see here, we've now got the wave layouts effect, which is really useful, especially for me because I have no idea what's going on here. So it looks like we got 3 fremies, a mage, and then the melee reinforcement is in a slightly different color. So that is great. I also decided to bring the Kodai, so now we can blood barrage to have infinite health in here. So I'm trying to like exactly mimic what the setup is going to be on the UIM. And without the SGS, it's kind of blood barrage or bust. All right, our first ever Manticore coming in on wave 5. Yep, there it is. He's got the attacks all lined up. It's pretty self-explanatory. He's got all 3 attack styles lined up above his head, and there's a 1 tick delay between each attack. So for this one, we do range mage melee. The Manticore has a 10 tick attack speed, and everything else in here has a 5 tick attack speed, which means theoretically, if you know what you're doing, you can sync everybody up or desync them, whatever you need to do. Yeah, and just like that, the Manticore is dead. That was pretty easy. Oh god, here we go. I think they should be synced up, right? Yes, it looks like they are synced up. So we should just be able to flick these. Pretty intuitive. Okay, I'm panicking. No! Oh. Interesting, very interesting. Well, I learned a lot. If I didn't get scared, probably would have been fine. This is like really good content. I really like this. It's not like the Inferno where you lose out on an hour or 2 hours of your life every time you die, because theoretically we could complete this thing in like 30 minutes, right? 20-30 minutes. All right, so I am for the first time going to pick this invocation called Solar Flare. You're periodically going to be seeing these orbs rotating around the pillars. That is just the invocation that we're using. So if you get hit by the orb, guess what? It deals damage. So don't get hit by it. Welcome to my 3-second guide on how to not get hit by it. Okay, thank you for watching. All right, this is a PB run here. We are now on wave 7 out of 12. We are starting every wave the same way. We start on the A tile, select the invocation, run straight to the start tile, and on the exact tick our true tile renders on the start tile, we run back to either A or B. That'll perfectly manipulate the spawns and give us just enough time to get back behind the pillar so nothing can attack us. I haven't actually talked about these guys chasing me around, but so long as you keep moving, they won't really hit you. And if you use the right combat style relative to the combat triangle, you're guaranteed to max hit, so you're probably going to either one-shot them or two-shot them. Pretty easy to deal with. On top of that, we also now have our first ever higher tier major, which is higher tier than the lower tier major. Would you imagine that? Another thing I haven't mentioned is that 40 seconds into the wave, the reinforcements will spawn, assuming you haven't already cleared the wave. So here we go. We got our first ever Minotaur reinforcement spawning. There he is. We just got to click in here. Dodge the solar flare. Okay, we didn't dodge it. That's fine. No. Okay. Everything's fine. Yeah, we gotta kill the Minotaur because the Minotaur can actually heal everybody else. So we want to get him down first. I've never seen him heal, but supposedly he can heal. This is how overpowered these tiles are, man. You don't even like interact with the content. You just like beat it. You know, I don't even know what I'm doing. This is like what, my second, third attempt or something. Shout out to all the fucking PVM pioneers out there, man, who founded these methods that we can all just take advantage of. Damn, wave 7 complete. Oh, fucking combat achievement, bro. I fucking forgot about these. Yeah, we have a ton of combat achievements to do here. I'll probably do those at some point. But yeah, we are definitely on a PB run right now. We're on wave number 8 out of 12 waves. So we're basically did it. We already got it. Oh, what is this? Sunfire Fanatic Helm. Bro. Alright, so there are a bunch of uniques that you can get from here. I'll go ahead and throw a picture on screen of all the unique items you can get from here. Of course, we have the Sunfire Fanatic Armor, which is the new best in slot prayer armor. I think it gives a plus 24 relative to the old best in slot, which was the proselytes at a plus 18. You've got the weapon thing, obviously the design is quiver, and the echo boots, which are an attachment for the guardian boots that has a recoil effect. So I don't really know how those things fare in terms of the meta these days. I'm sure we'll get into those with more detail in the future, but for now, that is just a brief summary. Shit, why'd I do that? Ooh, that was bad. I might be dead. Yeah, that was really stupid. Damn it. That was blasphemy, wasn't it? Yeah. One of these invocations called blasphemy causes your prayer to drain upon being hit by damage. And we just got like full comboed from like max HP. So we just lost all of our prayer. And then our prayer went down and we couldn't go back to flicking. That is an interesting thing. That is a very interesting mechanic. Ooh, look at this, bro. You're killing 3 guys at the same time. You're one tick flicking, so you're not using any supplies. How could this not be the best damage? It's gotta be the best. Comment below if I'm wrong. Yeah. No. Tip number, I don't know, something off tick these guys in this configuration by doing this. Perfect reinforcements. Oh, what? He just went across? What the fuck? I thought I was standing in the right area for that to not happen. No! Dude, I could have done so many things right. To just prayer switch instead of just hold the same prayer and spam bruise. And I wasn't even spamming bruise that efficiently because I was so fucking busy talking. Hey, this is where we're at. I'm gonna start speeding through these waves with the scythe because the scythe is just way more damage. So I'm bringing one additional super combat tier just to give our scythe a little bit more power, I guess. But yeah, I'm feeling super comfortable here. It's like I'm really enjoying it. It feels really fun and good and nice, and I like it, and I'm having a good time. So we are gonna keep on going. Okay. All right, we are on wave 10 here, which is a new PB. So let's see what we get for the spawn. And the spawn is free and already immediately solved because this shit's easy as fuck when you use the tiles. We just gotta pray the Manicore while killing these guys. There we go, not too bad. Oh shit, I forgot about the reinforcements. I guess we're okay here. Yep, we are okay. I like to blood barrage the Minotaur because he's got like the lowest magic defense out of any of the guys here. Then we just shadow the Manticore. Is the Major on us? No, he's not. So I can just kill this Minotaur for free. I don't know if I want to do that, but we're doing it because that's all I know how to do. Well, we are about to get 6 hour logged because I did not do this right, but we made it to wave 11, which is one wave before the final boss. So whatever we get from here, I'll probably just have to take the reward. Oh, look at this. 2 echo crystals on the next wave. That's worth 13 mil. If I could do the next wave with these supplies, I would get 13 mil. That's crazy. So yeah, if we click on this tab here, we can see all of the loot that we've gotten so far. Snapdragon seed, some alkables, some ore. Supposedly, if we actually come on over to the wiki, it lists completing the Fortis Colosseum wave 12 as the #1 GP an hour method in the game right now at 18.5 mil an hour. This place is like insanely profitable if you can run consistent completions, which a lot of people can. So as for me though, yeah, I'm just gonna be piecing out here with my loot, so that is fine. Confirm. Search the chest nearby to claim your rewards, and there we go. Some nice rewards. That was 37 minutes, and I took extremely long, which means we'll definitely be able to do this in a reasonable amount of time on the UIM, which is great because I'm probably gonna have to death pile my items on the ground when I do this on the UIM. There's no other way. In case you don't know, items will despawn off the ground after 1 hour of being there on UIM, so you generally don't want that to happen. So it looks like we're gonna be having a good time on the UIM in the future, and yeah, I guess we'll keep on going, man. This is great. I'm enjoying this a lot. Very stimulating. Critical analysis is my type of thing, so let's fucking go. And so we fucking went. And not only did we just went, we went on the UIM. So that is like more noteworthy, I think, right? I don't know, you be the judge. So if you feel like doing some judging, then feel free to subscribe to see the next video where we run this place on the UIM. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. Take care. Until next time, I love you. Bye. Massive shout out to the YouTube members. At the silver tier, we've got Chester, Stormforge, Brendan, Toasty the Wizard, Benjamin H, Cookie Cake, Gangplank, Main Kenneth M, Nihilism, Rip, Trogathor, Chicken Noodles, Clump, Alfredo, GBT, Cope, Fruboy, Jacob P, and our newest member, Jarrett H. For the gold tier, we've got Ayaya, Misks, David Boone, Belham, Killer Queen, Dubbing Till Death, Gilly, Obtainable Beer, MF'd, Unworn Tripod, Sobski, Big Dick 69, It's Glitz, and Romelu Scorelot. Cheers, guys. See you in the next one.